Hearing now from the Liberals yesterday, Carney announcing the platform yesterday, also the NDP. We also know what the Bloc has in their platform. What is your takeaway so far?
One of the things that I'm concerned about when it comes to the Liberal platform is they seem to be taking the Trudeau approach once again, in that, like, if you're explaining, you're losing. That's what it feels like with this platform, simply because they're not telling us where the cuts are coming from. I have a suspicion that some of those cuts are going to come from healthcare transfers to the provinces, and we've seen what that does under previous Conservative and Liberal governments in the 90s. When the federal government cuts healthcare transfers or the transfers to the provinces, more often than not, the provinces just don't pick up the bill, and instead they cut services. So I have a direct concern about that. And beyond that, it really does feel like when we look at these platforms, and this has been a recurring thing with provincial elections too, why are our politicians, why are our parties not releasing their platforms ahead of time? I know that the average voter is not really digging into these platforms, but when you are looking at whether it's commentators or analysts, people who are in the know and people who are disseminating information, we're all, I think, frustrated with the lack of transparency from these parties, and that will trickle down to citizens. And I think one of the main concerns there with either not releasing platforms, releasing them late, or otherwise leaving them ambiguous, is that it will instill some maybe discontent or unease with whoever gets elected. It feels as though right now things are pretty rocky with the Canadian electorate, and we want to do everything in our power to make people feel as though they can trust the government.